Hi, everyone. Welcome again to Enjoy English School. I'm Bruce.
I'm Antony.
Well, we begin, Anthony and I begin this month, February, with what? National Sickie Day? Well, Sickie you might not find in your dictionary. It's sort of a fun word made of sick, S-I-C-K, when you don't feel well. And the I-E, sometimes we use a Y to show that it's being used as an adjective. And we'll be talking about that during today's program.
Yeah, 今天我们看到这个标题 National Sickie Day。那各位你们都知道国定假日，但是我们这边的中文标题是国定病假日。什么？还可以有一个假日专门让你生病的？哎，这不觉得很有趣吗？好，所以到后来我们会知道说，原来有一些情况下，在国外他们有一些日子特别容易有机会让很多人去请假，请病假。我们来赶快看看到底是哪一天吧。
Okay, we'll begin at the beginning. It's always a good place to begin. A day when people are actually encouraged to call in sick. Huh? How can this be? Don't bosses or offices want their workers to come to work? Well, let's look at the text and figure out what they mean by that. Everyone who works gets a set number of sick days per year. A sick day means that when you do not feel well enough to go to work, that you can call the office or call a colleague of yours and explain, I think I've got the flu, I have a headache, I wouldn't be any good at work today, so I want to call in sick. And that means you can use a sick day instead of going to work.
没错，所以在这边的话，我们看到副标题上面有写到说 A day when people are actually encouraged 好，他们居然被鼓励 to call in sick Call in sick 就是请病假的意思，老师刚刚也解释了请病假。如果说今天像你看第一段的第一句话，他说 Everyone who works 好，就是任何有在工作的人，每一个人呢 gets a set number of sick days per year 好，每年都会有几天的病假。所以老师刚刚在这个地方也说明了一下说，如果你要 call in sick 请病假的话，你就说老师刚刚提到一个字叫做 the flu比方说今天 I've got the flu 意思就是指哎呀我好像有点感冒了生病了，这时候就是请病假的时候了。所以在这边的话第一段就告诉我们每个人多多少少都会有几天病假可以请。
Now this lesson is a cloze lesson, so that we have spaces here with numbers in them, and unless this is your first time with us or you have in school never met this kind of testing before, the word which is shown here as number 1, if we look at the bottom of the page at number 1, we can see 4 choices here, and that is how we prepare your cloze test for you. The sentence is, on those days when they're blank, they can call in and ask for sick leave. Let's look at the last word first. Leave means that you're not going to be at work. It doesn't mean you quit work. You could say, I left my job, and that would mean that you quit it. But we have different kinds of leave, and sick leave is a very common one. On those days when they're, that is everyone, the people, blank, they can call in and ask for sick leave. Now, you have 4 choices here. When they're A, in the dark, B, on the move, C, off the record, or D, under the weather. Well, there's a nice phrase for you. The answer is D. It's a special use of the word weather. If you're under the weather, you would think of a rainy or very cold day, a very unpleasant day would be under the weather, and that means that you don't feel well. You're sick.
没错，所以在这边的话，我们第一个选项里头呢 under the weather 好 be under the weather 就是指身体不适好有点微恙的这种情况。老师刚刚在这边解释了一下 they can call in and ask for sick leave 这个 leave 这个字老师刚刚特别提到说 you can leave the company 就是离开公司，但这个地方的离开 leave 不是指真的离开公司辞职 quit， 而是指呢 sick leave 就是请一个假。但这边的话特别注意一下，如果你说要请病假的话，我们通常会说take sick leave 这个话是一个不可数的一个概念哦，就是指那个请病假的意思。所以在这边的话，4个选项里面唯一能选的就只有 A, B, C, D 这个选项。They are under the weather 身体微恙的时候就会打电话来请病假。
Besides sick leave, we also have several other kinds, but maternity leave will be a woman who has just had a baby, and of course it's very difficult for her to immediately return to work. Maternity refers to mother, and it's spelled M-A-T-E-R-N-I-T-Y. M-A-T-E-R-N-I-T-Y. Maternity leave. Some companies will give you not just a few days, but maybe a few weeks or even a couple months maternity leave after a woman has her baby.
没错，就是女生呢，她们在生完小孩之后会有这样的育婴假。老师刚刚介绍了 maternity leave， 好，这种表达方式有很多各式各样不同的这些假。然后在这边的话，我们先学 sick leave 跟 maternity leave 育婴假。
But there is one day each year when more people call in sick than any other. Well, that is a bit strange.We don't expect a lot of people to get sick on the same day, but this is saying that, in fact, there is one day each year when that happens. And then we ask the question, can you guess which day it is that most people, or at least very many people, call into their offices and say, I don't feel well, I'm not going to work today, I'm going to call in sick.
没错，所以这边的话，剩下这2句就是 But there's one day each year 每年都有一个时间呢 When more people call in sick 那个时候呢，都会很多人打电话到他们公司跟他们公司请病假，然后比其他的这种请病假的日子都还要更多人哦。那 Can you guess which day it is？ 你可以猜猜看是哪一天吗？他最后留了一个这样的问句，还蛮有意思，大家就会想到底是哪一天呢？我觉得应该通常是连假的时候，后面应该会很多人请病假吧之类的。
Okay, well, we're not going to tell you what day it is until after this short break. Okay, the next paragraph, and we'll let you know which day it is.If you guessed, what day do most people call in sick? If you guessed January 2nd, after all the wild New Year's Eve parties, you're totally wrong. It's not that day.Yeah,
所以在这边的话，我就看到就觉得，哎呀，果然，我那时候就想到说，会不会是新年的时候大家玩翻了，然后第2天、第3天没有办法起来？事实上呢，他就告诉你了 ，If you guessed， 这边用过去式，如果你猜了是这一天的话，他就要用过去式来表达你已经猜了嘛。如果你猜的这个是1月2号的话。After all the wild New Year's Eve parties， 好，就在那种新年的那种派对之后，对不对？好，You are totally wrong， 意思就是指你想说，应该是在新年派对啊，好，那个倒数了之后，非常非常开心了，可能第2天，然后接下来发觉到，不行，起不来，没有办法去上班。你猜是1月2号的话，你就猜错了。
It's actually the first Monday in February.Whatever that day may be, the first Monday in February, at least in the UK, in the United Kingdom. By the way, the United States does not have National Sickie Day.Yeah,
没错，这边要特别小心哦。如果以后你跟外国人，尤其是美国的朋友讲说，你们不是有那个 National Sickie Day， 然后会觉得你很奇怪，为什么呢？你看这句话，他说啊 ，It is actually the first Monday in February。好 ，February 就是2月嘛，对不对？那2月的第一个星期一，那如果在这个日历上就是下礼拜一，2月7号的时候，好 ，at least in the UK， 至少呢在英国的话，他们有这种 National Sickie Day。Okay,
our next sentence has our second cloze item. There are a blank of reasons for this specific date. Now we're going to find out why This Sickie Day is on the first Monday in February. But what goes in the blank here, the second blank? There are a variety, total, piece, or crew. Well, if you think this means there are different reasons, then we will definitely choose A. There are a variety of reasons. There are different reasons for this specific date of the first Monday in February.
这边的话我们看一下，如果说今天提到的是有许多不同的原因、不同的因素造成了这个结果，他说 there are a， 我们这个地方只能选 A 这个答案。A variety of reasons 意思就是 various 好，各式各样的。 variety 这个字的意思就是多样性。那如果说你把它变成刚刚我讲的那个字 various 的话，你看它拼法是 V-A-R-I-O-U-S， 就直接讲 various reasons。 There are various reasons， 或者是像这边所说的 There are a variety of reasons， 就是有各种原因 for this specific date，意思就是指会造就这个特定的节日。
Some people party too hard while watching the American Super Bowl the night before. So the U.S. Football, not soccer, well, we call it soccer, but the biggest event for American football every year is the Super Bowl, which is always in winter. And if you party too hard, it means that you're drinking too much alcohol, too much beer usually.
OK， 所以这句话你就知道了，有些人是因为 party too hard， 派对玩得太嗨了 while watching the American Super Bowl， 这超级杯，我想各位知道美式足球超级杯非常有名嘛，对不对？所以玩太嗨了之后呢，这个接下来的礼拜一就没有办法上班了，对不对？在这种情况之下的话，就得要请假，所以这是一个可能性。
Others might have, here's a different reason.Others might have too many drinks to celebrate the end of dry January, which sounds like a UK holiday. We don't have this in the U.S., but dry means no alcohol.
哦，原来是这样子啊！这个 dry 指的是 no alcohol， 所以在这边的话，我们把它翻译成禁酒的1月。所以在1月的时候，大家尽量就禁止喝酒，对不对？那一旦到了2月破戒了，就怎么样？哇，大喝特喝，对不对？Others might have too many drinks to celebrate the end of dry January。1月禁酒结束，2月狂喝，好，这还不是一样，真奇怪。所以在这边的话，你会注意到前面有一个 some people 怎么样怎么样，这边的话讲的是 others might， or you can say other。people 好，有些人这样，有些人那样。各位请帮我把这个前面那句的 some people 的 some 画起来，跟后面这个 others 也画起来。这个地方的话，其实还蛮常使用这样的搭配的哦。
Okay, our next sentence has our third cloze item. Blank, others may be suffering from seasonal depression or other mental health issues that commonly develop during the dull winter season. So,Antony just said about some and others. If you're going to continue with another variety of people who drink on a certain day, what would you choose with others? Would it be any others, just others, still others, or only others? Well, the answer is C, still. 还有 still others may be suffering from seasonal depression. Depression means that your feelings are down. You feel sad, tired, lonely, and so on. Or other mental health issues, other problems that people have in their minds that commonly develop during the dull winter season. Winter isn't very strong here in Taiwan, but if you live in northern Europe or the northern United States, winter is long, cold, difficult to move around in, and people get depressed by this kind of weather.
没有错，这个地方很有趣哦，因为在台湾这个冬天其实没有到太冷。老师的这个家乡 Syracuse 到冬天的时候就是冷到一个不行，然后以前老师小的时候还要铲雪啊什么，所以老师对于冷这个概念是非常非常有感觉的哦。所以在这个地方他提到说 still others， 在这边的话答案要选 C， 你要以后就记得这种搭配 some people, others 然后 still others 就是有人这样，有人那样，还有人怎样，这个算是一个很固定的搭配了。还有些人呢 maybe suffering from seasonal depression 是这种季节性的这种忧郁症哦，甚至你可以有机会去看到它其实全名叫做 seasonal affective disorder， 它那个 acronym 就是 SAD sad 有机会的话你们可以去查一下 SAD 都大写的时候你会找到这个词，也有人把它称之为 winter depression 这种冬季的忧郁症。有的时候在有些那个美国或其他国家在北方住的比较北边的话，日照也会比较少，其实会造成身体里头的这个比较不平衡，所以说人会比较容易忧郁。所以这整句话就说了 suffering from seasonal depression， 有些人会受苦于seasonal depression 季节性的忧郁症 or other mental health issues 或者其他的一些心理健康的问题。好，然后 that commonly developed during the dull winter season。 好，那意思就是指说在其他这种比较灰暗的这种冬季容易引起的心理疾病。
Well, I feel depressed thinking about winter, so let's take a short break. Okay, here's our final paragraph with our last two close items. On average, over 500,000 British workers call in sick on this day each year. That is the first Monday in February. That's about the middle of winter in these far northern countries. So it's cold, a lot of snow and ice. It's not pleasant weather.
没错，所以在第三段这个地方，我们看一下最开头他说的on average， 好，在一般来讲，好，一般来说，每年呢，好说 over 500,000 British workers， 好，就讲到说这个 over 500,000，a million 就是100万，那 over 500,000 就是指超过50万的英国的劳工呢 call in sick on this day。Each year， 好，每年的话差不多会有50万，超过50万劳工在这天要请病假，哇，这比例好高啊，对不对？
This costs the economy because people are not working, they're not producing anything. This costs the economy some 45 million pounds. Pound is a measure of, we say dollar in the United States, euro in Europe, but in Great Britain, they use the pound.
没错，这个 pounds 就是指那个货币 currency 它的一个单位。那在英国的话，他们是用 pounds。好，在这边他就讲说 this 光是这件事情，好，这一天超过50万人不上班这件事呢 costs the economy。然后如果你说 cause 什么东西怎么样，就是让这个东西损失了多少多少钱 cost the economy some 45 million pounds， 光是这件事情就造成了英国的经济将近4500万英镑这么多的损失。
Rather than blank people, though, the government decided in 2011 to make the first Monday in February National Sickie Day.Rather than blank people, starve them, punish them, benefit them, or remind them. Well, fortunately, it's not A, it's B, to punish people when they do something wrong. If 500,000 people aren't really sick, but maybe they just don't feel too well, well, then give everybody a day off, and that's something that the national economy will have to deal with.
没错，所以这边的话我们要从上下文去看，对不对？ Rather than 什么 people though， 这个 though 就是不过，对不对？后面他告诉你是一件好的事情。 The government decided in 2011 2011年开始，政府决定说 to make the first Monday in February National Sicky Day， 决定把它变成国定病假日之后呢，好，这个是好事嘛，所以前面一定是一个坏的事情，所以 rather than 我们答案这边选 B punish。 如果这个前面不是用 rather than 是用 instead of 的话，它的答案会变成 punishing， 因为是 of 后面是接 VING 的情况，所以这边的话答案选 B punish。
On this day, people are encouraged to blank and to spread awareness of mental health issues. Cut in line, pay the bill, take a day off, or bring a person in, Of course, this is National Sickie Day, so the answer is C, take a day off.
没错，所以这边最后这边他讲说 on this day 在这一天呢 people are encouraged to do something 这边的话我们选 C take a day off 意思是鼓励大家休息一天然后他说 and spread awareness of mental health issues 顺便在这个机会呢宣导一下好我们必须要关心自己的心理健康有这样的意识非常重要提到 awareness 就是对某件事情的认知跟了解有的时候如果说你今天要提升大家的意识的话 you can say raise public awareness of something or about something
They say this refers to taking a day off and dealing with your own or helping friends who have mental health issues. This, they say, is the best way to keep everyone healthy in the long term. Instead of punishing people, you allow them one day to try and feel better.
没错，所以最后他就告诉你做一个结论哦。这样做呢，他们认为 they say is the best way， 好，最好的方式 to keep everyone healthy.In the long term 就是保障大家长期以来能够保持健康的一个非常好的办法不要去惩罚他们反而用放假的方式鼓励他们多休息注意自己的生理心理健康
Okay, that finishes our 3 paragraphs. We'll take another short break before we go to our review. Stay tuned. Okay, now that we've finished the article, we have a review of some very useful words. In the first paragraph, right in the middle, we have, remember, sick leave. Leave is usually a verb, but here it's a noun, sick leave, maternity leave.
没错在这边 sick leave, maternity leave 指的就是假那不管是 sick leave 病假或是 maternity leave 或育婴假都可以用 leave 这个字当名词来搭配
Our second word is in the last sentence of the second paragraph, depression. D means down or away. Press is to force. And if your usual mind or heart are happy and well, if you have depression, however, they will be forced down or away. So depression always refers to something that is really low. You're low in spirit. You're low in your feelings.
没错所以在这个地方 depression 就是指那种心理状态的忧郁如果有机会你在经济这个相关的主题上面看到 depression 的话它指的是经济上的萧条也都是那种比较不好的状态
Our next review word is actually a phrase right at the beginning of the third paragraph. On average. This means generally or usually.
On average 就是平均的来说那你也可以用 generally 好就是一般来讲来取代这样的说法
Our last review item is in the next sentence, the second sentence of the last paragraph. This costs the economy. Economy refers to the business environment of a city, a country, a state, or so on.
没错在这边的话 economy 的意思呢就是经济也讲一个国家的经济好坏可以用 economy 要特别注意一下它的重音在第二音节 economy 那如果把它变成形容词的话它的音节会跑掉会变成 economic 好再注意一下它的音节上词类的变化会搭配的音节的变化
Yeah, good point. Okay, that's it for our close lesson for the month of February. We will be back the next 2 days also with our book club item for the month. Till then, bye-bye.